All right, guys, over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about one of the most overlooked things on a build, and that's spark plugs. Today, we're going to be focusing on spark plug gap. So why do we care about spark plug gap? Well, there's a lot of different reasons. Specifically, it depends on your engine setup. So if it's turbocharged or it's naturally aspirated, your gap is going to be determined by how much boost pressure you're running, how much compression, and what type of fuel. Without getting too much in the weeds, usually on naturally aspirated, you're going to be able to run a larger gap, whereas with forced induction, you're going to have to run a tighter gap. If the compression's high, they also may require for you to have a tighter gap. In most stock applications, though, you can just go by the service manual. That gap is required to be tighter as the boost and the compression goes up, because if it's not, then you can literally blow out the spark. So how do you gap a spark plug correctly? So we got a few tools here. First of all, I know that you guys can get these in your auto parts store. Do not use this to gap a spark plug. You need to use a feeler gauge. Why is that? Because if you look at the side of these, they start with a small ramp and then they get bigger. You're not getting a precise gap between the strap and the electrode. With a feeler gauge, one size, squeeze in between the electrode and the strap. Then you want to just tighten this up, pick the gap that you want, and make sure that as you tighten that strap, that the feeler gauge slides in and out. There is one thing that you can use these for, though. They do have a gap opener, and you can also use this to slowly open the gap on the strap, or you can turn it upside down, put it on the edge, and then pry. I don't really like that idea, though, because you can actually destroy the insulator inside. If you need to know what gap to use for your application, I recommend asking your tuner or someone with a similar setup who's actually made the power goals that you want to accomplish.
All right, guys, that'll wrap up another Tech Tip Tuesday. If you like this kind of content, click the link below for more.